Okay, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Alhamdulillahi wa kafa wa salamun ala ibadihi alladhina istafa ma ba'd. The chapter is Ihtikarul Qut wa Ikramul Dhayfi wal Jar, meaning holding the provision and honoring the guest and the rights of the neighbors. Honoring the guest and the rights of the neighbors. Okay, let's start.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إكرام القوت وإكرام الضيف والجار. ولا تحتكر قوتا فذاك محرم وفي غير قوت لم يحرم بأوكد ويشرط للتحريم تضييق مشتر على الناس في وقت شديد معجرد ومن غير إضرار فليس محرما كمدخر في الرخص ذا نفع يشهد كمدخر في الرخص ذا نفع اشهدي ويحرم تسعير كربه
مسير
ورب تم التسعير داعي
تزيدي
وإن تأكلن عند امرئ فدعون له فقد أمر الهادي به ودع اشهدي.
Okay, that's enough. Let's start. So he has mentioned in the chapter احتقار القوت وإكرام الضيف والجار. What it means احتقار القوت. احتقار القوت, قوت means the provision, the things that we eat, like grains and food. احتقار means hoarding them. So the ruling is that if you are hoarding basic foods that people need with the intention that you will sell, meaning you are buying the food that is available in the market. Okay? And you are hoarding and you are keeping, not selling until the things disappear from the market, and then you raise the price and sell. Okay, it may not work in these countries because supermarkets and many people are involved, but in villages and small cities, small towns or so, it works. If a person got a lot of wealth, and let's say the market or the season for onion is on, so you're going to buy the onions sold in every shop and from every farmer or so, and you're buying and you're keeping. So when you buy all those onions available, there's no onion anyone can buy. You're keeping and you're selling with a higher price at later time. That is called ihtikar. So he said this ihtikar is prohibited with two conditions. The first condition is there is in the basic thing that people need. For example, something people may not need that much, like say fan or AC or something that is not that everyone needs. Okay, or computer or something, not everyone is in need. So if someone is buying those things, I mean they are called al-ashya al-kamaliyya, mean things that not basic or not needed by everyone, rather only some people need. Okay, so that is fine if someone is buying those things and keeping in order to sell later. It doesn't cause harm that much to masses or general people. That's the first condition. The second condition is that hoarding is prohibited if the thing that you are buying and hoarding is not available that much, meaning only few farmers are producing, and if you are going to buy and keep it, that is prohibited. But let's say if it is available plenty, something that is available, and if you are buying and keeping, it's not going to harm other people. So with those two conditions, the Arabic word is ihtikar. I'm not sure is there any technical word used in English or so. I'm using the word hoarding. Maybe there can be a technical word for this type of activity. So that is the ihtikarul qut. And then second thing that is mentioned is ikramul dhayf, hospitality or honoring the guest. That is also something really recommended, or maybe it is obligatory depending on the situation. Providing food and looking after your guest and honoring the guest is something required. And Prophet ﷺ said, the one who believes in Allah and the last day, فَلْيُكْرِمْ ضَيْفُهُ مَنْ كَانَ يُؤْمِنُ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ فَلْيُكْرِمْ ضَيْفُهُ. The one who claims to believe in Allah and last day, the one who is a Muslim, let him honor his guest, look after his guest. So that is something really noble characteristic. والجار, and treating the neighbors, in a reasonable way or good way. That's also required. Neighbors have rights, and we'll see some of the hadiths that he has meaning. He hasn't mentioned those hadiths, but he hinted or indicated towards them. Ikramul jar, or ada hukuk al jar, fulfilling the rights of the neighbor. So these are the three things. Let's start with the first one. ولا تهتكر قوتا فذاك محرم وفي غير قوت لم يحرم بأوكدي, meaning don't hoard basic provisions, things that people need, food or basic things that everyone needs. Don't hoard them. وفي غير قوت, and if you are buying something that not everyone needs, and hoarding, meaning hoarding in the sense that when price goes up you will sell, the matter is not that serious. It may be not recommended, or it may be disliked, but not haram. The haram is where you buy something that everyone needs and everyone uses in their daily life. ويشترط للتحريم تضييق مشتر على الناس في وقت شديد مؤجرد. Another condition for hoarding to be haram is that by buying and hoarding you are causing problem to other people. Meaning only few farmers are providing these things and you're going buying everything that they are selling. Okay, but let's say that things is available in abundance. Okay, even if you are buying because it is found in the market in a greater quantity, even if you are buying, it doesn't going to cause harm to other people, that's also fine. You can buy and keep it, wait 6 months or something when the prices go, because that doesn't cause harm to other people, to the masses. So with those two conditions, buying and hoarding is haram. وَمِنْ غَيْرِ إِذْرَارٍ فَلَيْسَ مُحَرَّمًا. If this hoarding is not going to cause harm to the masses, then it's not prohibited. كَمُدَّخِرٍ فِي الرُّخَصِ ذَا نَفْعٍ إِشْهَدِ. كَمُدَّخِرٍ فِي الرُّخَصِ. For example, someone is buying the food and provision that he needs for 1 year or 2 years. He's doing that for himself, he's not causing any harm to other people. Okay, let's move to another issue, tas'ir. What tas'ir means? Fixing the price of a commodity, fixing a price of something that is being sold. Is it okay for the people of authority to do so? Is it okay for the people of authority to fix the price? Let's say the government fixing the price. The Islamic ruling is, some people came to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there's a hadith, and some companions said, O Messenger of Allah, ala tusayir. O Messenger of Allah, can you fix the price? Fix the price of something that is being sold. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, no, I'm not going to do so. Allah al-Musayir. Rather, it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who controls the prices. And I don't want to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala while I have committed injustice to someone. Okay, so when Prophet ﷺ said Allah al-Musa'ir, meaning it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who brings the prices up and down. Okay, be careful, Musa'ir not one of Allah's name. Meaning this is an activity. It is He who creates the situation which leads to the prices to be increased, and situation which leads to the prices to go down. Meaning if something is produced in abundance, then obviously the price goes down. Okay, everyone is selling watermelon and whatever all the farmers are producing, then obviously the price will be down. But if something is being produced not in abundance, only few people are doing so, then obviously price goes up. So it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who creates the natural situation where price goes up and down. Prophet ﷺ said, and now I'm not going to fix the price. And because fixing the price, what happened? I mean, fixing the price is a knife with two edges or something. Meaning sometimes it may bring benefit for the masses, and sometimes it may cause harm. For example, let's say the government has fixed that the onion need to be sold, let's say, £1 per kilo. Okay, if it is fixed, then no one is going to sell for less. No one will sell for less because something has been fixed, and he will be in trouble if he's selling. And if you leave the price as it is, sometimes some of them may in need of money or so, in need to get rid of the onions that they have, they may sell it for cheaper. So sometimes it may cause harm for the people, and in other time it may cause harm for the seller. So that's why fixing the price, generally speaking, is no good for the people of authority. Except for in some cases, Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah and some of the other scholars have said, except in cases when the businessmen are playing and trying to be smart and trying to cause harm. Is it clear now? So if the people authority getting involved and trying to fix the price which benefits the masses, that's good. For example, you find here, if you go and buy a lamb nowadays, maybe cheaper compared to when it comes to the time of Qurbani. Yes, I think that is the case. If you go and buy a lamb, I'm not sure for how much, but at the time of Udhi and Qurbani, 200, 230, 240 and so on and so forth. What happens, all these butchers, they come together and they say, look, that's what we are going to do, no one will decrease the price. I think that is the system. So scholars have said in that case, when the tujjar, the businessmen, conspiring among themselves and trying to fix a price in order to make more money and cause harm to the masses, to the normal people, then people of authority can get involved in that situation in order to ease the issue and make the prices down and help the people, the masses. I mean, in that situation that I mentioned, it benefits only the sellers, the butchers, or the grocery shop owners or so. But if the people of authority get involved, it helps the normal people. Okay, so that is clear. Fixing the price, generally speaking, is no good, because leave it in hands of Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala creates those situations. But in that specific scenario, it may be okay, not maybe okay, it may be recommended. The people of authority should get involved and fix the price, helping the people and not letting these few individuals to make extra profit or more profit. Okay, so that was he said. وَرُبَّ تَمَتْ تَسْعِيرُ دَاعِي التَّزَيُّدِ. Sometimes fixing the price may lead to ghala, meaning may cause harm. Like I mentioned, when it is not fixed, then the seller can lower the price according to the need. He wants to get rid of, or he's in need of money. But when it is fixed, he's not allowed to sell for less, and he's not allowed to make more money. So it may cause harm to the people in normal situation. Okay, وَإِن تَأْكُلًا إِنْ دَمْرِئٍ فَادْعُونَ لَهُ. If you are eating in damrain with someone, meaning someone is offering food, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward good to our brother Rashid for his tea and for the hospitality. Every week he brings. It is.
May he increase the tea.
See what he says, فَادْعُونَ لَهُ, make dua for him. The one who is providing some food or hospitality, and for all of us. Okay. For all of us, Allah is generous. فَادْعُونَ لَهُ. So in that case, make dua for the host. Anyone who is doing favor, providing food or hospitality, فَادْعُونَ لَهُ, make dua for him. فَقَدْ أَمَرَ الْهَادِي بِهِ. This is what a Hadi. Hadi means the Prophet ﷺ, the one who has guiding the path. Okay, when Prophet ﷺ is called Hadi, in the sense that he is showing the path to us. Hidayah, pay attention, Hidayah is of two types. Hidayatul Tawfiq and Hidayatul Irshad. Meaning these two things are called Hidayah. Irshad, one is when you are showing the path. You are saying this is the right, this is the wrong. So that is the characteristics of Prophet and characteristic of any Muslim, anyone who is learned. That's what they do when we deal with khutbah or something. We tell this is right, this is the path, this is the sunnah, and so on and so forth. And the Quran also provides hidayah in that sense. It tells us what is right, what's wrong. Another meaning of hidayah is giving tawfiq. Okay? Giving tawfiq, making someone to adhere to the truth. That is in only Allah's hand. Hearts are controlled by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This type of hidayah can be given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only. And Allah said, إِنَّكَ لَا تَهْدِي this hidayah has been negated from Prophet ﷺ. You cannot provide this hidayah to anyone that you want. Rather, it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who will guide whomever He wills. Prophet ﷺ wanted to bring his uncle to the fold of Islam, but couldn't do so, Abu Talib. Okay, so with that first sense, Prophet ﷺ, yes, he is Hadi. As Allah said, إِنَّكَ تَهْدِي إِلَى صِرَاطٍ مُسْتَقِيمٍ. You guide people, you tell. So he's saying, make dua for the one who has provided food or hosted you. That's what the Hadi, the Prophet ﷺ commanded, and that's what he did. Okay, there are few du'as. Allahumma atim man atamana wasqi man saqana. Allahumma barik lahum fima razaqtahum waghfir lahum warhamhum. Okay, I'm not sure the wording. The third one is akala ta'amukum al-abrar wa sallat alaykum al-malaika. So meaning there are few words reported from Prophet ﷺ. If you know, yes, make dua using those words. If you don't know, just say, may Allah reward you and may Allah bless in your meaning the provision that He is bestowing upon you, and so on and so forth. وَكُنْ مُكْرِمًا لِلْخُبْزِ غَيْرَ مُهِينِهِ وَأَرْغِفَةً صَغِّرْ وَلِلْأَجْنِ جَوِّدِ. Okay, now he's talking about few etiquettes. وَكُنْ مُكْرِمًا لِلْخُبْزِ, meaning give honor to the bread. Kun mukriman lil khubzi, show respect to the bread, honor the bread that you eat. This is a name from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, this is an example. Anything that we eat, be bread or food or chicken or biscuits or anything, we need to show respect. Don't throw them directly what is remaining into the bin. And sometimes some people use bread to clean like a tissue paper. Let's say they got a milaka, a spoon or something, and they want to clean. Okay, sometimes they take a piece of bread and clean. That's no good. Kun mukriman lil khubzi ghayra muhini. Okay, nowadays, especially in Saudi, with the okay, let me with excuse to Brother Naif, what happens? They serve food. 1/3, 1 or half is eaten, and the other half goes directly to the bin. They put so much food on the table, especially when they invite or when it is breakfast or something. Okay? So, yes, 1/3, 1/4 or half is eaten, and the remaining half goes to the bin. Sometimes they give poor people, workers in Bangladesh and many other, but many times it goes to mazbala, which is no good. Food, be bread or anything, one should show respect, not to waste. If there is extra something, keep it in the fridge and use for other time, or give to someone who is in need. And think that, mashallah, we got a means or so, but there are many people who struggle to get piece of bread. Like African countries, Asian countries, Palestine, Gaza, and so on and so forth. Okay, وَأَرْغِفَةً صَغِيرٍ. He's saying make the bread small. Don't make big like the Afghani one. What happens when they are big? If it is used, that's fine. Meaning if you make a big bread and everyone is being given one, then you may only able to eat half of it. And what happens to the other half? Thrown. Okay, unless few people are sitting together and sharing the big bread, that's fine. So he's saying, generally speaking, I mean for women who are making bread at home, don't make big. Make small ones. So if someone wants to use one, it's fine. If someone wants more, he can use two. But if you make bigger and someone wants to use only half or 1/3, what happens? The other half or 2/3 is wasted. وَأَرْغِفَةً صَغِّرٍ وَلِلْأَجْنِ جَوِّدِ. And when you prepare, how do you say dawa? For the bread? Dough. Okay, I'm sorry. When you prepare dough, prepare it proper. Why you have to prepare proper? Because if the dough is not prepared proper, the bread won't be tasty or good. Okay, sometimes you need to use your strength and spend some time and prepare the dough in a good way, proper way. Then the bread will be tasty and will be will be nice. وَلِلْأَجْنِ جَوِّدِ. Okay, وَضَيْفَكَ أَكْرِمُ. Now we are coming to the second part, إِكْرَامُ الضَّيْف. Respecting or showing honor or being hospitable to your ضيف is something really required. And these are the characteristics of a believer. These are the characteristics of a believer. You find a believer coming from another country, stranger, and he finds himself among his Muslim brothers who are looking after. You don't find these characteristics among these believing people.
I've seen it in some, but yeah, general.
General, okay. وَضَيْفَكَ أَكْرِمْهُ. And be hospitable to your ضيف, to your guest, and show honor to him. وَأَجِّلْ قِرَاءَهُ. And provide the food quick. For example, yes, a guest has come to your home. Don't say, I have to prepare nice food and it will take 1 hour or 2 hours in preparing. Okay, whatever you have got, make it something better and quickly. Like Ibrahim alayhi salam, what he did when the angels came in a form of human being, فَرَاغَ إِلَىٰ أَهْلِهِ فَجَاءَ بِهِ. He rushed to his family and bought بِإِجْلٍ سَمِينٍ, the roasted calf or something very quick. Okay, sometimes you want to prepare something really good, but it may take 2 hours or 3, and the guest may be hungry. He has traveled, he come to you. Yes. Okay, it is coming, yeah. It is coming. Okay, what happens, you need to follow the middle path. Neither go this extreme, showing no respect and bringing the same food that you eat without too much burden. Don't make it hard. If you make it hard upon yourself, you won't be you won't be what we say, accepting guests that often. Okay, for example, some stranger may be there, but you know your wife gets upset. She wants a big feast and 3, 4, 5 extra dishes. So rarely you bring guests. If it is the same food but with little bit extra, that will be easy. You don't make burden upon yourself. So they say, don't be mean as well, and don't be showing off or something. Putting 10 types of food. What message you are trying to give to the guest? He may think that he is a burden upon and may not feel comfortable. So neither go to this extreme, now go to the extreme. Be in middle path. Middle path is always good. You wanted to stay for 2 days, for example, and you are seeing that you are causing burden to the host, then you don't feel comfortable staying there for more than one time or 1 day or so. You will say, okay, I leave.
There's an English saying, guests are like fish, they smell after 3 days.
How do you say?
Guests are like fish, they start to smell after 3 days.
It is coming as well, how many days you have to provide hospitality. Fish may start smelling even before 3 days.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, وَأَجِّلْ قِرَاءَهُ. Provide something quick. وَقُلْ مَرْحَبًا فِي ذَا بِأَحْمَدَ فَقْتَدِي. And say marhaba, meaning welcome him. And that's how you follow the sunnah of Ahmad and Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaba. MashaAllah, Saudi people may say a couple of times. As soon as you enter, not just only welcome. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaba. After 1 minute again. After another minute again. So every people, every nation will have something good among them. So this is something really good. They keep repeating or saying for the first 5-10 minutes maybe. 5-6 times. ويعرف حق الضيف كل معالج السفار مطيل الجوب في كل فدفد. And he's saying ويعرف حق الضيف, meaning let's take those words. كل معالج السفار, the one who travels a lot, مطيل الجوب, and he moves a lot in every part. He knows the value of hospitality. Being someone who travels a lot and moves a lot, he knows how much it means or how comfort it will bring when a guest or stranger is looked after. Okay, nowadays we find it is coming again that this hospitality is more needed. This hospitality is more required or needed in the villages or in the valleys, or meaning in the areas where the hotels and restaurants are not available. Okay, so let's say you went in a remote area, village, there's no hotel, no restaurant. How you are going to survive if the local people don't provide food for you or shelter for you? So it is more needed in those areas. But if you're in a city where the hotels are available and guest houses are available, restaurants are available, then it is less, meaning if the local people not looking after it, won't cause any harm to you. So he's saying, يَعْرِفُ حَقَّ الضَّيْفِ, the one who has traveled a lot and moved in different parts, he knows the value of looking after the guest. Okay, one time when I was studying in Jamia Sirajul Uloom, so I was traveling from South India to North. The madrasa was in the North. And I was teenage, somewhere 14, 13 that age. And by the time I reached close to the madrasa, it was night. And the bus has stopped. He said the private buses, they won't move ahead until they get plenty, not plenty, until the bus is full with the travelers. So in middle way, 20, 30 miles away from my what we say it was village, obviously, he stopped. And then I had no option. It was a small town, very small town. So, and it was night, like Maghrib time or something. And I did not know that there was any hotel or anything. So I went to the mosque, which is Ahlul Hadith mosque. I asked a Muslim, which is Ahlul Hadith mosque, they said that. So I went there. So yes, then the committee was, meaning they were nice, they provided me shelter and accommodation as well for one night. And behold, they were not Ahlul Hadith 100%, they were Devandis. But Devandi they have called Gulabi Ahl Hadith. Gulabi Ahl Hadith means the softer version of Ahlul Hadith. They're not 100%. Meaning when it's in comparison to Bareilwi people or those, okay, they may be. Yes, so the one who travels a lot and might have been in those type of situations, he values of the hospitality and he values how important is this. Okay, Ata Saridan Wallaylu Badin Abusu. So this type of person, sometime when he travels, what happens? He may be Saridan Bardan. He may be suffering from the cold. The one who travels, sometime if he's traveling in the winter season, he will be suffering from cold. And it may be night time. Wallaylu Badin Abusu. And night may be on upon him. يَأُمُّ سَنَانَارٍ لَذِي خَيْرٍ مُوقِدٍ, and he will be looking for fire or something so he can get some heat. So those people who have traveled a lot, sometimes they find themselves in a situation where they need to be looked after from local people. And that's why in the story of Khadir and Musa, what happened when they camped near a village or so, the people were rude. فَلَمْ يُذَيِّفُوهُمَا. They wanted to be looked after and they asked for help or food and they refused. So that is no good. Okay, let's move ahead. فَوَاسَاهُ مِنْ زَادٍ وَأَبْدَى بَشَاشَةً وَأَذْهَبَ عَنْهُ الْقُرُّ تَوْتِيدَ مَرْقَدِ. Okay, so the one who has traveled, sometime he might have found himself suffering from coldness during the night time and looking for fire or something to get some heat. Then he might have came across to someone who looked after him, who provided hospitality. Min zadin, who has meaning provided him hospitality or provided him some food. And wa abda bashashatan, and not only he has given some food, wa abda bashashatan, meaning he expressed his, or he welcomed him. Okay, sometime you go, people may give you some food, but their body language says that you're not welcome. So that's also wrong. Give him food and give him things that he needs, and yes, and welcome him. meaning say some good words, welcome him, and show that you're not taking him as a burden. وأذهب عنه القر توتيد مرقدي, and the host might have provided him accommodation and duvet or something by which he can take comfort and protect himself against the cold. So he is saying the value of hospitality is known by the one who has traveled and he found himself in those situations, and then when he been looked after by other people, he knows how much important is this. If you haven't traveled and you haven't been in those situations, you may not realize the importance of looking after the guest and being hospitable to him. Okay, فَكَمْ بَيْنَ هَذَا وَأَمْرٍ. We take few lines and then we'll stop inshallah. فَكَمْ بَيْنَ هَذَا وَأَمْرٍ بَاتَ ضَيْفُهُ مُذَاجِعَ جُوءٍ مُسْهِرٍ وَالتَّسَرُّدِ. He's saying, see the difference between that person who has looked after his guest when he was suffering from cold, provided him duvet and food and accommodation. So see the difference between this type of host and someone who is not paying any attention. بَاتَ ضَيْفُ مُزَاجِعَ, and his guest is sleeping hungry and suffering from the cold. Meaning, yes, so this is the guest who is giving everything, and this is the host who is providing everything, and there is another host that paying little attention, giving maybe little food and not asking about duvet or not providing him accommodation or so. So how much gap is between the characteristics of this person and the other person. He is showing the Islamic noble character and acting upon the command of Prophet ﷺ, and the other one is being mean and selfish. فَلَا خَيْرَ فِي مَنْ لَا يُضَيِّفُ هَكَذَا. There's nothing good in those people who don't look after their guest. Okay, sometimes you may be poor person, but whatever you have got, share with the guest, or according to your means. Give him what we say humble accommodation that you have, or humble what we say bed or duvet, whatever you have. You don't need to go and buy and order something for him if you cannot afford. فَلَا خَيْرَ, there is nothing good in the person who is not being hospitable to his guest. And Prophet ﷺ said, مَنْ كَانَ يُؤْمِنُ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ فَلْيُكْرِمْ ضَيْفَهُ. The one who believes, let him be hospitable or let him honor his guest. رُوِيَ مُسْنَدًا عَنْ خَيْرِ هَادٍ, and this has been reported from the Prophet ﷺ. He said, there is nothing good in the person who does not look after his zayf. أَلَا قَاتَلَ اللَّهُ الْبَخِيلَ لِذَنِّهِ فَلِلضَّيْفِ رِزْقٌ وَاسِرٌ لَمْ يُزَحَّدِ. Okay, then he is making dua against the person. He's saying, أَلَا قَاتَلَ اللَّهُ, may Allah destroy, or may Allah not do good for the bakhil. Who is the bakhil? Stingy and mean person. Okay, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala destroy the person who is bakhil, who is stingy, lidhayf, and not looking after his guest. Okay, so he's making dua against the person who is stingy. فَلِلضَّيْفِ رِزْقٌ وَاسِرٌ لَمْ يُزَحَّدِ. I mean, he's saying that, look, when a guest is coming to you, he is bringing his provision. He's bringing his provision, meaning you are only the means providing. Actually, the risk is given to you and to your guest by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are only the middleman, the mean. And sometimes we may think, okay, he has come to us and it is costing for me, example, £20 to buy food for him and for his children. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help you and replace you and open the means of provision for you. And sometimes you are being mean, and what happened? Next day your cars broke down and you end up spending 500 or 1,000 pounds getting it fixed. It may be punishment. You never know, because it was normal until yesterday or until today, and tomorrow broke down.
So you hold back your own provision if you're not generous.
It is.
Give to get.
It is. Okay, we stop here. Any question regarding the
Yeah, we all need money from you.
Name the figure, obviously.
When you say guest, is it both believers and non-believers?
Okay, when you say guest, sometimes guest means your relatives, your friends who have come. And there's another meaning of guest is a stranger, a traveler. A traveler, a stranger. So obviously Muslims have more rights, but let's say even if a non-Muslim is traveling and he's a stranger and passing by a village where they are not hotels or so, then local people, Muslim, whoever they are, they need to look after.
And it's like a big form of da'wah as well. When people get surprised, when they find their Muslim neighbours being
It is very true.
generous and looking after them.
It is true.
I've heard that many times.
Because these things are may not common among them.
It's not.
When you invite for iftar and provide food and they see everyone is getting their food for free, they are surprised.
It's big.
They are surprised, yes.
Yeah, that's it. Especially in English culture, it's not a big thing.
Isn't there a verse in the Quran that says you can refuse the guest?
Huh?
Isn't there a verse in the Quran that says you can tell the guest to go away if you don't want to entertain someone that comes to your house, you can tell them to go away?
I mean, if you are capable of, and especially like we said, if you are in a village or so where there are not shops for food or restaurant or guest house available, then it is obligatory to look after them.
Obligatory.
And if you get an invitation, like say for example a marriage or something, is it sort of compulsory that you have to go there, or is it an option?
If it is a walima invitation, then it is more so close to be obligatory to accept. But if it is a normal invitation, still it is recommended, but it's not that emphasized. Let's say that some brothers are going for food, they invited you. Okay, here it is still good to accept the invitation, but the walima one is more important, you have to accept.
But if you know that there's things there that are doubtful or haram,
Okay, if something is doubtful or something haram or music or free mixing, then you have choice. Not only choice, you shouldn't go there. You shouldn't go because of the music or free mixing, let's say. Unless they say, okay, come and we'll provide you a special room where there won't be any mixing or music, that's fine, go there. Because you're not part of that. Okay, subhanakallahumma bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.